Hi. Well, we've made it to week 7, just 2 more weeks to go. I am almost done grading your second essays, so keep an eye on the grade book for those. Make sure you read my comments as they come back in. I've also worked through most of the MLA quizzes from last week, as well as the discussion boards from James Joyce's Evelyn. If you haven't got the MLA quiz or the Evelyn discussion board in, please make sure you get it in as soon as you possibly can. Uh, Particularly when it comes to MLA and the works cited quiz, it's a difficult task. I know MLA is a lot to ask, but we're just sort of laying the foundation right now for the next class that comes along, whether it's through this institution or the next one. Your next English class will require you to do more with MLA. And for your last paper coming up next week, I'd like to make sure that you cite everything properly using MLA and you have that works cited page. So I know there are a lot of components to it. Just keep going back, go back to those guides that I gave you, go back to the Purdue OWL, look at the sample works cited page that's on the Purdue OWL, and just make sure that yours is as closely aligned to it as it can possibly be. This week you've got two things that you're really working on. One is you're reading Raymond Carver's short story Cathedral and doing a discussion board on that, answering my question, responding to two other students. You also will be working on commonly confused words. I've got a little handout on that, excuse me, that I'd like for you to look at before you're done, and then you'll take a commonly confused words quiz as well. They're the kind of words that get all of us there, you are, and your, things like that. So do keep an eye on those. Make sure that you've read all the stuff and you've thought about it before you take the quiz. You can certainly keep the worksheet open with you when you do take the quiz. Finally, this week, you should start thinking about your third and final paper, the one that's due next week. You can peek ahead and look at the description of essay number 3 and get started on it if you'd like. I've put up a discussion board, a place where you can put a paragraph where you'd like some suggestions from other fellow students if you'd like on the week 7. Again, that's just to help you, and you can do it next week if that really makes more sense for you as well. I'll give you a couple choices for your third paper. One of them is to write on the essay that you won't be reading until next week, so that might take a little bit of time. But anyway, we've just got 2 more weeks to go. We're coming down the home stretch. Keep working on your writing. Keep reading the things that I send you, and go back. Make sure that if you've missed anything, you get it in as soon as you possibly can. We're coming up to the holiday season here, so you know that everything will be going quite quickly in the last couple weeks.